What up, everybody? It's your boy Dtlf in the flesh, baby. We are back. It's official, man. Pre-game live stream with yours truly. Lakers Mavericks. We finally have some basketball, guys. I'm super hyped. I can't believe it. I thought this day would never come. Uh, Super excited. We got a couple things to cover. Some little updates I want to give you guys as well. What's up, big baby? Welcome. Gotta let the room get filled up a little bit before I start giving you guys the updates. But how you guys been, man? You guys enjoying basketball? We're getting a little small taste. We got a couple games yesterday, some this morning, and we're gonna get the best of games coming up in about an hour and 30 minutes. So had to do it right. Had to kick it off with a pregame, guys. I got you guys for postgame as well, but we're officially back. Let's go, baby. How y'all feeling? I'm feeling great. He said, yes, bro, let's begin. All right. So first off, I want to update you guys with Marquis. Is it Marquis or Marcus? Yeah, I'm already getting them mixed up. I want to update you guys with Markeith Morris. He has officially rejoined the Lakers. He cleared quarantine as of Tuesday when he arrived in Orlando. So he is in the bubble. Now, no word as of if he will play tonight. Most likely he won't because he hasn't practiced with the team. But miss you too, Steven. Welcome back, bro. But he hasn't practiced with the team, so probably he's most likely not gonna play today. So don't look forward to that. But everything else, guys, the coaching rotations, we're gonna get into that. Frank Vogel's new potential players added to the rotations. We're gonna talk about will LeBron and Anthony Davis even play today? Nothing confirmed, but I do believe they will play at least a quarter or two, just based off of the way Frank Vogel coaches. And the way they have that competitive fire, so they're gonna want to get out there, and I think at least for a quarter or two we will see AD and LeBron, and then the obvious question: will young players play? Guys like Thornton Tucker and K-Cock, guys like that, and then Kuzma getting rave reviews during practice. So I want to start off with that one, guys. What time is game? The game is at 4 Pacific time, so make sure you guys are here for the post game. I'll be right as soon as the game ends. You know the drill. I'll be right here. So I wanted to talk about Kyle Kuzma. Word has it he's been balling out. Everybody's been saying he's been hooping, players, and Frank Vogel recently in the interview saying he's been one of the most impressive players, as well as, drum roll please, Thornton Tucker. All right, so get this right. Coach mentioned Thornton Tucker as being impressive. Now, will this translate to minutes on the court? I have no idea, but we will find out pretty soon. Hopefully he plays tonight. I think if he's going to get a chance to play, he has to prove himself. If he has a best bet is during scrimmages. More likely than not, Frank Vogel's not going to allow young players to play during, once the regular season continues during that A-game course. But I may be wrong. Hopefully he does. If he proves himself during the scrimmages, shows some good defense, that he's locked in, focused, and he's making good plays, not just on the offensive end, but on the defensive end and playmaking abilities, then I think he might scratch the rotation. And what I mean by scratch is spare minutes here and there. Remember, it is the playoffs, and so we need more experience than anything. But very excited, man. Very excited for everything. Also, Devontae K-Cock, who's been getting all kinds of accolades in the G League, is also with the team. I haven't heard much about him, but I am curious to see if he gets minutes here too in the scrimmages. We got 3 scrimmages before the official season resumes on the on the 30th versus the Clippers, which I believe is next Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, exactly 7 days from today, we will have the official regular season, Lakers, Flippers, and it should be a good one. But again, young players going to have a chance to prove themselves, I believe, during scrimmages. So now's their chance. Now, Marquis Morris, it'll be interesting to see when he does play, if he's going to get high minutes. He was starting to get a minute increase with Frank Vogel before we went to the hiatus. So it'll be very interesting to see, what happens with that. If he's going to continue to get minutes, how he's playing, what rotation is going to look like with him and J.R. Smith and Dion Waiters. Guys, super hyped to see these guys make their debut. Dion Waiters, J.R. Smith. I've been watching little practice clips. They look like they haven't missed a beat. J.R. Smith even getting down the lane, creating for teammates, looking amazing. But who are you guys most excited to see today? I'm heading over to the comment section, man. Got to get you guys involved in the conversation. Missed you guys as well. How you doing? Welcome back. He said, Kuzma on fire. He said, here in Switzerland, the game starts at 1 in the morning. Happy to see my Lakers back. And I'm happy to see that you're loyal enough to be up at 1 in the morning to watch the game, man. Well, welcome back, man. We deserve this. After everything we've been through, man, 2020 has been a hell of a year. We definitely deserve to have basketball back. And I'm so happy to report that, there's been, no cases of coronaviruses in the bubble. So that's awesome. What's up, Seth? J.R. Smith, he said Dion, J.R. Smith, Dion. So a lot of you guys are excited to see both Dion and J.R. Honestly, guys, I'm excited to see the whole team from A to Z. You mentioned it. I can't wait. Even LeBron James and Anthony Davis, they got to knock off some of the rust. Obviously, the whole team does. So don't expect exactly, clean play. We're not going to overreact for today's game, but we are very excited and very positive about this, man. Very excited to see what's going to – is this too bright right here? Let me see. No, never mind. I have to reposition it for postgame. He said, Dan, have you been watching JaVale's vlogs live inside the bubble? Yes, I have. Very entertaining. My man's always talking about funny stuff, man. He definitely doesn't like that bubble food, but hey, who can blame him? NBA players have been, used to that lavish life, and now they got to humble themselves a little bit for this championship. So, Dan, the Lakers fan, game is at 6 p.m., not 1. No. Depends what time zone you're in, but the game starts in exactly about 1 hour and 30 minutes. So, no matter what time zone you're in, we got about 1 hour and 30 minutes. We're out here in the West Coast, so Pacific time is at 4. My man said 1 a.m. because he's out there in Switzerland, right? So he said, I used to watch the game while I was in Dubai. It was tough, but I'm back in the United States. It's perfect. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. And look, this is a very exciting time. We haven't had playoff basketball. Nobody can stop the fate of the Lakers winning the championship, man. We are on the way. Now, the standing of Clipper fans has been already annoying with one game back. So it's only going to get worse. So I'm ready. I got ammunition. I've been making gifts, all kind of stuff, man. I'm ready to fight on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Hey, my boy Jameson Mesa with the first donation of the day. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. He said, man, I'm so pumped for the return of the Lakers. Me too, bro. Me too. Hey, honestly, I had trouble sleeping. I don't know about you guys, but I was tossing and turning, just wondering how today was going to look. By the first couple games in the bubble, this could work. And this could be a long-term solution, depending on, how quickly we get rid of this virus, hopefully sooner rather than later. But this could be something heading into next year. Remember, there's only going to be about a month and a half of a time span between the end of these playoffs and the start of next season. So the good news is that even though we've missed basketball for 4 months, more or less, we're going to have continuous basketball. This was basically their summer vacation for NBA players. Between this season and the next season. So nothing but content coming your guys' way. Got you guys with the draft content. Got you guys with all the content. Those Lakers are guaranteed to win it all. Honestly, I don't see nobody standing in our way unless the refs be on some BS or something crazy. But God forbid it, man. Knock on wood, guys. Knock on wood. Hopefully Lakers bring back. Nothing is certain till it's official. But I'm basically willing to bet a lot on the Lakers this year. Dan, how much minutes do you think Dion and JR are going to get? Well, this is their first outing with the Lakers officially, so I'll say anywhere between anywhere between 12 and 20 minutes because it's their first outing. Now, obviously, these two guys are vets, so I do see Frank Vogel giving them some minutes here. But we'll see. Good to see you back on YouTube. Thank you, Tyrone. I appreciate you, man. Dan, what is what the haters saying the Blazers are going to beat us in the playoffs? Look, man, anybody who says that has obviously been playing too much NBA 2K, Charles Barkley included. Now, I don't take anything Charles Barkley says to heart. The man is a clown. He's hilarious. I actually have love for Charles. I think he's fun to watch. He makes TNT what it is. In my opinion, you subtract him and Shaq, and it would just be a regular show. Still a good show, but a regular show, right? Like NBA Inside NBA, like NBA TV. Is it going to be on ESPN? I don't believe so. I think for the first couple games, from what I've heard, they're going to be on 2 platforms, NBA TV and on what's the other one called? The Spectrum Sportsnet. So if you don't have one of those, I do have a link for you guys. So follow me on Twitter. And I can't say the link here for obvious reasons, but I will definitely DM you. If you guys DM me, ask me for the link. I got you guys always down to help Laker Nation. However I can. He said, Dtlf, what's the website to watch the games for free? Just touched on it, said follow me or DM me on Twitter, and I got you. If you don't have a Twitter, Instagram works. Either way. He said, "What's up, Dan? Hope you and your family are staying safe, staying home, and staying healthy. God bless, bro. You too, man. God bless you too. Thank you so much for the well wishes. Yes, as of right now, we are safe, we are healthy. So, thank God, and hopefully everybody out there is healthy and safe as well. 2020 has not been kind, but I think things are about to start looking up, especially with basketball back, man. Much needed morale booster, and I'm so happy, man. You don't understand how happy I've been. I think I'm just jittery, like all throughout the course of the day. I'm gonna be jittery. Dan, what do you think JR is with LeBron now? Hey, Dan, what do you think JR is with LeBron now? I'm not sure what the context of the question, like best friends or teammates. I don't know. So you will always hook it up. You have hooked me up with the link before. I got you, bro. You already know I'm for the people. So I'll DM you for that link. By the way, if you guys want to show love back to me, make sure to keep dropping likes on this video. I have been wanting to do a 2K giveaway, but we have not hit our goal. You guys have obviously put in your submissions, great submissions. As of right now, I haven't picked the winner because there's a lot of good competition, but you guys still have a chance to submit for the 2K Mamba edition on Twitter. So if you guys haven't followed me and you want to enter, go ahead and follow me. All the details are pinned at the top of my Twitter account. He said, "What's your IG, bro? Shout out all the way from Indonesia." Shout out to you, brother. My IG is, I think, how could I forget? Dtlf 24. I think that's what it is. Yes. But yeah, either one, you can follow me for the link or obviously to enter the competition. Now, the requirement is we have to get one of these videos to 2K likes. Now, I know we haven't been getting a lot of views because it was the off season, but when the season commences, which is starting now, these videos, these pre and post games will get filled up. At times, we've even had 1,000 at one time. We've had up to 10,000 views per video. So we will get the likes. When we do hit that 2,000 likes on any video, I will definitely be announcing the winner for that giveaway. Now, we got to make sure we get these likes in before NBA 2K comes out because obviously I can't get you the Mamba edition. I think those are only pre-order. So if I don't pre-order it before then, I'm not sure if there's going to be any available unless they're used, which I'm sure you don't want to use game. He said, "Dan, did you hear Noah throw a shot at LeBron?" Look, man, we're not listening. We're blocking off all the haters right now. Joakim Noah hasn't been in the league for years, or what feels like years. So he's irrelevant right now. It doesn't matter. He's not going to sit here and act like he wasn't trying to join LeBron. He's like the rejected girl right now. So he needs to start acting like a man. I'm excited for the game. Me too, bro. He said, what's your Twitter? At Dan the Lakers fan. It's the same as my channel. So go ahead and at me, bro. I got you. He said, Dan, Dwight is being snitched on. Must be the flipper players. I was actually making fun of this with the whole D'Angelo Russell situation, all in good fun, and also with Doc Rivers hating. But look, here's the thing. There's going to be a lot of distractions, especially since all the players are within a confinement, right? They're all like rubbing elbows and stuff when they go to lunch and everything. So we're going to hear a lot of stuff, but the Lakers have to stay locked in. And so far, they've done a great job. Look, nobody has left the bubble, unlike the Clippers. And then, we've just been locked in, guys, and ready. So I'm feeling this ring championship number 17 coming back to LA where it belongs. So let's get it. He said they have Black Lives Matters on the court, even though, oh, no, don't say that. He said, even though no one cares about black children dying in left-wing hellholes like Chicago and Baltimore. Of course we care, Alex. This whole situation is exactly to highlight how we need to raise awareness, man. So, you can't critique the NBA. They've done a phenomenal job of basically allowing the players to raise awareness and to continue to protest in their own way. I mean, look, every other league in the world needs to take note. This is how you allow the players to be the main course, right? This is how you allow them to be the centerpiece of everything, which is exactly what the fan wants. We don't go to the games to watch the owners or hear about the owners or, the GMs or, unless it's trade time, we don't care. We're here for the players and players only. Jameson, thank you, bro. You're so generous. I appreciate you, man. He said King James and AD and the rest ready to get that chip. Yes, sir. And you know what? The role players. This game, as much as I'm very curious and interested to see how many minutes LeBron and AD play and how they look, knocking off the rust and all that, it's even more crucial for the role players to start gelling and for Frank Vogel. I think this is a huge test for Frank to start finding what rotation pieces fit with who and how many minutes each player should get. I think he should go based on who's playing great on any given night. So if JR is going off, I think he should get a little more minutes than whoever was playing before him that wasn't going off, and et cetera, right? So we're back, baby, and it feels good. It feels good. It feels great to talk Laker basketball, man. You don't understand. Like, I've been biting my tongue for months. So, this is exactly, I want to talk X's and O's. This is what this channel is all about. And also, I want to hear you guys, responses to everything. He said, racists bring up violence in Chicago as a diversion to defend racist cops. Yeah. That's just the thing. No matter what the tragedy is, making one tragedy, like making it everybody aware of one tragedy doesn't take away from the next. So obviously everybody matters, man. But right now it is the Black Lives Movement because they have been victims of brutality for far too long. And not only do they have to stand, but we all have to take a stand with them and show them love and support because enough is enough. We are united. I think sports just shows how united we are, and everybody who doesn't want to be united eventually outs themselves, like they expose themselves as racist, like that letter that was written to Jeannie Butts, right? So eventually, they cut themselves from the rest of the group, and I'm fine with that because we don't want to be associated ourselves with racist, hateful people. We want nothing but love. We want diversity. We want a beautiful blend of all kinds of cultures and nations, and it's just a beautiful thing, and that's what we got to support. The Black Lives Matters movement, man. I'm all for it. What's your Twitter? My Twitter again is at Acrobat Dan, a Lakers fan. So just like the channel, man, very easy. He said, can you send me the link? I will message you as soon as the video's over. I know I'm going to have a bunch of DMs, so I'll eventually get to you. So just make sure that you send me the DM asking for the link, and I got you. Trust the process. In the words of Joel Embiid. He said, what do you think about Alex Caruso not going to his sister's wedding? Hey, man, more respect to him. Not because he didn't go to the wedding, but because, look, man, if the sister really wanted him there, she knows where Alex Caruso's priorities reside. She could have pushed it back. So obviously, his presence wasn't required. And, he's over here doing something important for the city of LA and for the fans. So, shout out to AC Fresh. I say give him all the minutes he wants. Man. He's going to flourish for sure. He says, sup, Dan, I'm so excited. Super, man. Super. This is what it's all about. This comeback just feels sensational. A lot of people didn't believe it was going to happen. I told you guys, I do believe it's going to happen. And I think, we're going to have a champion. I just didn't foresee the season ending so abruptly. Like, that would have been a waste of a season, right? So, and by the way, people are talking about who should be the MVP. To me, it's to not be biased, it's neck and neck between LeBron James and Giannis. But I will say I give the edge to LeBron James based on just how many years he's played in the NBA and how great he's looking. And I think he makes the biggest impact. Look, he has us number one in the West when a lot of people said he wouldn't flourish in the West. So just for those reasons alone, yes. I said LeBron James MVP. He said, hell yeah, bro, you were right, G. Hey, man, I always follow my gut, Lamar. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. But I got to say, 85% of the time, when it comes to basketball, you know where to find me, baby. I'm right here. He says, so since to return some normalcy of the NBA, return of both NBA and MLB this weekend. Yes. You know what? I normally don't watch MLB during the regular season, but I will be tuning in just because it's not too much stuff to watch other than basketball right now. So, but that's all I need. If all the other sports were out and it was just basketball, that's all I need. And by the way, lately I've been getting into MMA before the NBA return because I needed something to keep my mind off of, life and just how horrible 2020 has been. So I'm very happy that we finally have the main attraction is back, and let's get it cracking. He said, what's up, Tommy? How you doing, bro? Welcome. So nice. He said, cops have to be held accountable. Supposedly, the good guys, criminals are renegades are the bad guys. No love for them. Yeah, exactly. What you just said, bro. Everybody has to be held accountable, both criminals and cops. You know what I mean? Like, but here's the thing. Like, you can't, even if somebody committed a crime, you can't go and kill them. Like, you're not God. Like, eye for an eye, right? I'm not religious, but I'm telling you right now, like, an eye for an eye. At the end of the day, I believe if a police officer does what, that ridiculous officer did to George Floyd, then he needs to be held accountable 100%. Him and everybody around him that allowed it, that didn't stop it. So yes, I agree 110%. Do y'all see how the pundits were trying to overhype the Clippers against the Magic? Like, come on, y'all. Absolutely, bro. And you know what? I got plenty of gifts, plenty of ammunition. Guys, follow me on Twitter. It's going to be hilarious. But I'm already ready for it because these critics are drinking from the Clippers Kool-Aid. They act like Reggie Jackson's going to put them over the top or something. Like Joe Kim Noah makes a difference like that. It's like they're good pieces. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on the talent. Obviously, the Clippers have talent. However, the one thing the Clippers don't have that we do is cohesion. And you can credit the MVP, LeBron James, for doing that because everywhere he goes, he brings the teams together. That's why people love playing with him. And that's a fact. And that's a fact no matter how you twist and turn it. Kawhi Leonard ain't rounding, he ain't rounding nobody, man. He ain't rounding nothing but strippers. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi Leonard is not rounding nobody up and giving any encouraging speeches. The man can barely smile. So, no. They don't have that leadership, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to see how they, how they always lean towards the Clippers. Like they haven't proven anything in their franchise history, and now all of a sudden you guys want to be confident in that, the San Diego Clippers. Like, really? Stop it. It's just all it is look, man. All it is that there's so much hate for the franchise that has eliminated your team that you basically jump on the bandwagon of any team you believe can beat the Lakers. That's all it is. And that's why we're always going against the current. That's what makes us Laker fans so united and so closely knit. Like, we just look, man, Laker fans are the best fans in the world and also the most annoying because we are right all the time. See, we say stuff like we're going to land LeBron James. Everybody's like saying we're delusional. We living in a pipe dream. Everybody hates Laker fans, but we do end up landing LeBron James. We say we're going to trade for AD. People say you're crazy. The Pelicans don't want none of the trash on your team, blah, blah, blah. Then when we do land AD, they say, you guys only got him because he went with clutch. It's like there's always an excuse for why we're always right. But see, they hate us because they ain't us. I always say it. We are the Lakers, man. We are the most coveted franchise in the world. Everybody wants to play for us. And also everybody who doesn't play for us wants to hate on us. And same thing for the fans. He's a Kawhi strippers, Danny fan. Hey, I'm serious, bro. Kawhi ain't rounding up nothing but the strippers, man, straight up. And look, I'm telling you, like, leadership matters during the championship run. Like 110%. Like, they have Flipper Dale. That's funny, Martin. That matters. Leadership matters. That's why Kobe was able to lead us to championships. Before Kobe, it was Shaq that was able to lead us to championships. The combination of those two leading the team. Kawhi Leonard, in my opinion, is a great player. Yes, I'm not taking that away from him. He has zero personality. When they hit, adversity, he seems to disappear. That's what happens with the Spurs. When he got injured, adversity struck, and he just basically shunned the whole team. He shut everybody out. So that shows you where his leadership is. You think LeBron James, if he would have got critiqued, he would have just shut out everybody? No. So leadership matters, especially during a situation like this where you don't have home court advantage. So, that's a plus and a minus because obviously some players strive during, when the home crowd is getting loud and stuff like that in the playoffs, they play better. But a player like LeBron James could just make his whole teammates better no matter where he is, man. They could literally be playing in a library completely silent, and this man will still be able to uplift his team. You know what I'm saying? She said, ball Mitch, get your bum ass out of here. Now fear that. Wait, who we got to kick, man? It's too early for that. We got to kick somebody out, man. Can't be messing with our fans. I don't see him. If y'all see him, point him out, and we will definitely give him the boot. He said, okay, I got you. Definitely give him the boot. Look, guys, hating, when it's funny, it'll be tolerated because it's funny. But in general, if you're going to annoy my fellow Laker fan base, I'm going to have to boot you straight up. What's up, Terrell? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. He said, Clippers can win once. Lakers take a break. Should have won when the Lakers were down and out. And every team goes through a rebuild. We went through that, and then they try to kick us while we were down. But the joke is on them because guess what? We got 10 times stronger. While they were over here being a pretender and basically squandering away draft picks, we're over here collecting draft picks and actually waiting for a time to flip them for an actual mega star like Anthony Davis. That's what we do. We're the Lakers. We're smart, They were over here pretending and getting late first-round picks. And so they got lucky that Kawhi Leonard was actually dumb enough to sign with them. That's the only reason they're even relevant right now. But in reality, they've never been a relevant franchise. And even when they make the little splash eventually it wears out. It's like, when you buy a firecracker and you expect a big explosion and it's a dud. Who's been there? You guys been there. 4th of July just passed, right? You buy this big box that's supposed to make all kinds of explosions. That's what the Clippers are. And then when you light it up, guess what? Nothing happens. You get one little pop. That's it. And the little pop happened early in the season, and then everybody was on their bandwagon. And then when the Lakers showed dominance and we showed we were the best in the West, everybody came back and jumped on our bandwagon. And then now with the basketball hiatus, everybody's trying to go back to the Clippers bandwagon because they're looking for a little reason. Oh, they got Joakim Noah. He looked great, right? You guys tuned into Fox today? Joakim Noah looked great. But yet when the Lakers were working him out, what is Joakim Noah going to do? He's not going to do nothing for your franchise. He hasn't played basketball, right? So you see the biasness. It's ridiculous. And it's like, look, man, it's gotten to the point where it's just gotten ignorant. Like, you guys are just fooling yourself because not even the fans believe what you say at this point. He said, Dan, you saw Bobo? Boy is long as hell. Pause. But yes, I did see Bobo. He looks amazing, but I predicted this. I said Bobo's going to be fired, man. I mean, you don't put a 7'1", what is he? 7'1", 7'2", 7'3". I lost count, but with a soft touch, a jump shot, and some handles, and don't expect him to be fired. And then he got drug tested after the game. So yes, shout out to Bobo, man, looking good. Hopefully he lives up to the legacy that was his pops. He says, so happy to see Morris back. It will open up the floor for Kuz in the second unit. Absolutely. And we can play some small ball with Morris. If Dwight gets into foul trouble, you can throw Morris at the 5, play some small with Kuz at the 4, and so on and so forth. He said Griffin and Paul was the only reason why the Flippers even had a chance. And honestly, to be honest with you, I said it when they had Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. I said, they're fun to watch, but are they a serious contender? No, they're like a piece away. Honestly, if they would have got Carmelo, maybe they would have made a splash back then, but they didn't because Doc Rivers wanted to keep his son, right? So, the Clippers are a joke. They're going to continue to be a joke, guys. But don't forget to smash the like button, guys, because we're trying to get any one of these videos before 2K comes out to 2K likes. If we can do that, I will be announcing a winner to that Mamba Edition, your choice of any console, including next gen, giveaway. So make sure you guys follow the instructions, like the videos, and also go and follow me on Twitter for the rest. He said, DTLF, did K-Cog make it to the bubble? Yes. He's with the team. We haven't heard much from him, but, he had a great outing in the G League this year, man, winning some accolades. So I think if he does get a chance to play, we'll see what he's got. But, I mean, we've seen a lot of Devontae before where we see what he's capable of. Now, do I expect these guys to make like a big splash in the playoffs? Probably not, unless there's like somebody gets into foul trouble and then we have a huge revelation, similar to what Courtney Lee did for the Orlando Magic back in 2009 when they faced this 2010. So yeah, it was 09, I think. So yeah, it was gonna have to be a moment like that where we need our players to step in, like for God forbid an injury or foul trouble or some BS. Then we'll really get to see what these guys can do. But other than that, I don't expect them to see them in the playoffs unless they make like a huge impact right now during the exhibitions. So that's why I am looking forward to these exhibitions, because while the casual fans think they're not they don't count, so it doesn't matter. Us diehard fans know that everything matters, man. From practice to scrimmage to exhibition to playoffs, everything matters. This is when we do all the figuring out, when we spot the little gems, the diamonds in the rough, and we make sure we analyze everything extremely proficiently. He said, what do you think of Giannis's brother? He's been showing progress. I've been hearing great things about the young guys. Now, I want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I want to see it. I can't wait to see these guys hit the court, hopefully tonight or today, should I say, in about an hour. So that's what I'm looking forward to. If we could just see some of that progress and Frank Vogel could take notes, then maybe they have a chance to get some PT here and there. He said, Dan, you need to check out this kid, Elijah Hughes. Is he a player? Is he a college player or something? He said, hi, Dan, how are you doing? He said, the ticker doing good? Yes, we're doing great, man. We're doing great. The game's getting ready to kick off, so we're feeling amazing. What's up, realist? So JaVale is hating life in the bubble. Nah, I think he just put on a little show for the cameras, man. He's an entertaining, funny guy. He said, whatever makes a turd. That had me rolling, but I never heard that before. So, with the food, that's hilarious. He said, he's a college hooper. Check him out. We might draft him, man. He can score on all three levels. For sure, man. I'll check them out, and if I do decide to include them in the video, I'll definitely give you a shout out for that. But yeah, man, I'm excited even for the draft because that's when we always find diamonds, little late first round picks, second round picks. So that's what we got to do. So Paul and Griffin are smart to leave the Flippers. You know what, man? And Griffin wasn't as smart because he was smart to get his money, obviously, but everybody had to know that they were going to do him dirty. There's no way they were going to keep him around. That's what the Clippers do. You know, they're not loyal. So they went ahead and traded him and got a major haul for him back, to their credit. But at the end of the day, like, damn, they literally, during the pitch, they showed him, like, his jersey hanging from the rafters, man. What a joke. Like, you don't do that to a player and turn around and trade him that very season. That's ridiculous. But you know what? Kawhi Leonard, I guess, was the perfect type of zombie to join that team because he didn't take that into account. Oh, we got a Spanish question. What's up, Roses? He said, dímelo, Dan. Tanto tiempo está ready para el juego de hoy. Hacía falta ver a los Lakers. Yeah, bro. We ready. Estamos ready, brother. And he said if we're ready, it's been so long. Absolutely. Estamos ready para ver los Lakers, bro. Muy emocionado. Mucho, mucha anticipation. So very excited for that, bro. I can't wait. And here's the thing is that I'm looking for every little thing from, the chemistry early on to the rotation pieces to every little thing. You know me, I dissect everything. So if you don't already know that, then welcome. You're welcome to the channel. Yeah, this is like a diehards YouTube channel because we dissect the littlest things from the drip of sweat to, everything, man. We break it down. 2K style. He said, do you think AD resigns by the Lakers? Absolutely. I think it's a guarantee. I told you guys I felt LeBron was coming. I told you guys I felt like we were going to trade for AD. And my gut tells me, yes, Anthony Davis is staying. I mean, there's no better place to be than LA, straight up. It's a Lakers gang. Who's ready? We ready, baby. Dan, what kind of contract are you expecting AD to sign? Well, that's a great question. I haven't thought of that. It could be a 1-in-1 and then a mega max the next time his contract's up. But if I was him, I'd just go ahead and guarantee that money, lock it in, man, because you never know, especially with all this coronavirus stuff that's coming in. I would take the max money I can get right now. Imagine if, God forbid it, but imagine the situation gets worse and you're over here doing 1-in-1s and then all of a sudden, we don't have basketball for a year or two. That would be horrible, but I'm just saying imagine. At least if you lock it in the contract, you're guaranteed money. So that's what I would do. That's the first thing I'm doing if I'm an NBA player free agent this summer. I'm getting all the guaranteed money I could because remember, rumor had it that the CBA was going to improve and increase, and so players were only going to take 1-year deals this summer. Well, everything flipped upside down. Everything flipped on its head, and now we're going to have guys wanting to guarantee money. Who are you more anxious to see tonight? Anxious. That's a good way to put it. Anxious. I'm anxious to see the whole team, but if I had to pick one player, I really want to see what JR and Dion Waiters look like. I mean, J.R. Smith mainly, but Dion Waiters as well, because they're the newest additions that I think are going to get major minutes for sure. Now, I'm anxious to see the whole team, including the young players, but the ones that are really crucial, I think, are these guys, the new additions, J.R. Smith, Dion Waiters. We have not seen them don purple and gold yet, and I believe they're about to debut here in less than an hour. So those are probably the guys that make me the most anxious, just to see how they fit in, how they look, how the stroke is looking, how in shape they're looking, how quick, everything. Every little aspect of their game is going to get dissected by yours truly. And then I will have a lot of information for you guys in the post game, a lot of recap to talk about. Dan, do you think the Lakers eventually get a third superstar type next to AD and Bron, or just keep the two and surround them with role players? That is a great question as well, man. You guys coming with all the fire today, huh? Look, man, that question has two-part answers to it. First part is depending on what the rest of, the league looks like what moves. You got to make moves depending on what the rest of the league does. You can't stand pat. You got to continue to evolve as a team. So that's the first part, depending on what everybody else does, what the competition does. Imagine if the Golden State Warriors turn around and get the first pick, and then they end up trading it for another superstar. Now you're going to have another mega team, just similar to when they had KD and all that. So, and the chances of that happening are pretty average. So I'm saying, like, if that happens, yes, I expect the Lakers to try to make another move to get another star. The second part answer to that question is, depending on if we win or not. Because if we win a championship, then you don't fix it if it ain't broke. You at least give the same team, maybe some minor role player improvements here or there, another chance to repeat. That's what you have to do. And, when the season starts, if we're not looking as good as we did previously, then you look for trades and stuff like that. So that's my answer, man. Depends on everything. Everything matters. Everything matters. You don't just make moves to make moves. It's going to depend on if, A, we win the championship, if, B, the rest of the league is evolving, and so on and so forth. Is that people just don't know how much weapons we have on this team. Well, they're about to find out, Showtime, because just like your name is, it's about to be showtime, bro. And, with the playoffs 8 games away, not including these exhibition matches, but 8 games away, we have to come together quickly and surely. And I think that's where I mentioned earlier, LeBron James is a crucial piece because he can bring a team together like no other player that we've seen since Magic Johnson. I think LeBron James is very Magic-esque as far as having a great personality and just making everybody feel comfortable and boosting them in their role, because that's what Magic did. He boosted everybody in their role, and everybody loved to be around Magic. Now, obviously, who is the better team leader from those two? I'm taking Magic, because he was just probably the greatest point guard of all time and just such a fun guy, always happy and just positive. So, but they're very similar, and that's great news for the Lakers as far as the championship hopes go. Dan, did you watch the Snoop Dogg verse DMX? I didn't watch it. I saw little clips on Twitter. I didn't watch it, though. I've been extremely busy. If you already haven't checked out my new track, go check it out, man. It's called Rockstar. I dropped it in a Lakers mix, so check that out. Smash the like on that. Truly helps. Appreciate it. So, yeah, I've been really busy, man, just doing all kinds of stuff, working and working on the channel as well and all that good stuff. He said, will Howard get more minutes? I think we can expect to see Dwight get similar minutes. What was he averaging, like 20 to 25 a night? And if he's hot, if he's like impacting the game defensively and catching lobs and getting extra second chance points and stuff like that, then maybe you'll see Frank Vogel increase his minutes. But as of right now, we want Dwight Howard exactly where it's at, not to risk injury. We have plenty of front court depth. So, JaVale's there, Dwight is there, Anthony Davis is there. We can even go small with guys like Kuzma, Marquis Morris, so plenty of depth to go around. And we haven't even mentioned guys like Costas who might get some playing time. Maybe, so depending. Do you believe Quinn Cook will ever step up if he gets more minutes or if Vogel don't like his defense? I like Quinn Cook. Quinn Cook is very capable. A lot of people don't know how capable he is. They didn't see him play in college in Duke. They didn't see him earlier in his career and then when he was with Golden State. So I'm here to tell you guys and inform you that Quinn Cook is more than what he has shown us this season. Now, a lot of it, again, is going to depend on how the rotation looks. Obviously, with the injury to Rondo and Caruso, there's some available minutes to be dispersed amongst the guards. Now, there is 2 slot replacements in Dion Waiters and J.R. Smith. But remember, playoffs always sometimes bring you like foul trouble and stuff like that. So we might have to see, Duke Quinn Cook for a game or 2 in the playoffs. You never know. He might have to step up and just do something crazy, man. We got some shooters on deck for sure. Our ability to stretch the floor has improved with these latest additions for sure. These guys are good shooters, especially J.R. Smith. He's a proven shooter, and he's a streaky shooter. When he gets hot, it's lights out from beyond the arc. He said, That's a funny question. The way Jason, you're funny, bro. He said, will Kuz step up? He's calling him because he says that a lot in his interviews and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. Look, I believe in him. I truly do, but we haven't seen him in the playoffs yet. Now, we saw him in like a playoff-type format before in the Summer League, and he stepped up big time, including winning the final game MVP. But that's on a different level than the NBA playoffs. NBA playoffs, you get to see the same team for a potential 7 games. People start locking in on your strengths and taking that away. You have to have counters to your counters, man. You have to be able to score in the half-court set. You have to be able to read and react properly, read the defenses, and if make sure you make the right passes when you get double teamed, stuff like that. Not turn the ball over because that leads to easy fast break points for the other team, which sometimes decide games. Sometimes it's a fast break points that decide games when you turn the ball over, especially when it comes down to like 1 or 2 possessions. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what Kuz got. I believe in him, but I can't bet on him simply because we haven't seen him ever in the playoffs. Just like I wouldn't bet on Zion or Lonzo or Brandon Ingram. Playoffs just a different animal. Now, I do believe that it'll be to these young players' advantage that there's no crowd, no hostility, like when they go on the road, like during regular playoff games, right? They're not going to have that hostility to face, the crowd noise and all that. So that is going to, I think, work in their advantage, and they'll be able to perform just a little bit better. But there's still a lot of pressure, man, because these games matter. Every possession, every point, every rebound, every block, every turnover, every free throw. It just is in the playoffs. It gets microscoped that much more. So yes, there's a lot of pressure still, and I can't wait. I really can't wait. But that's going to wrap it up for my pregame, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Very happy, very excited to have the NBA back. Thank you for the donations, bro. I appreciate you as well. I will see you right here for the post-game recap. Can't wait to cover that, man. I'm sure we're going to have a lot to talk about. So make sure you guys stay tuned. If you already haven't, please subscribe, drop the like, hit that post bell notification, man, because that really matters. Sometimes my videos get posted and you guys don't even know they're up. So make sure you turn on the little notification bell, as well as checking out my latest video, the one I dropped before this one last night. So thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. I'll see you guys for post-game recap. Have fun. Enjoy the game. Let's get it, Laker Nation. We back.